fucking hot.
Yes, it is hot.
Ah!
Boy.
Hello,
Sorry, I was closing my
travelers.
window.
It is hot.
Hello.
Yes, if you hear the fan noises coming from my mic, it's because I have to have these on, or else my computer will explode.
That is fair.
Ooh,
Don't let your computer explode.
There is absolutely nothing I can do about it, so my suggestion would be that everyone gets used to it.
Okay.
Also,
Fair point.
number 2, big thing, happy Independence Day, everybody. Maximize,
Freedom Day, let's go.
happy Maximized Freedom Day. Happy birthday of the future leading country in the Federation of Men as we scour the stars and challenge alien species.
Bro, have you ever just, questioned why don't we just take over the world?
I mean, because we don't do that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Not publicly.
Okay?
Not publicly.
Yeah, I don't want to hear Ireland speak on something like that. Talking a lot of
We
shit.
don't want to hear us now.
Oh,
right.
yes, you're right, you're right, you're right.
Okay, that's enough.
I don't
man.
fucking believe it.
Bro, I love potatoes.
God, it's so good. Oh, man. Anyway, moving on. Welcome, everyone. Fantastic news. It's time for another D&D episode. When we last left our heroes, they were in what we like to call this in the business, absolute panic, as they engaged with a Fate Eater. Unfortunately, they were unable to save Marikar nor retrieve the Index, but they were able to prevent the destruction of the archives of the Cartographer's Observatory. But that particular deed came at a great and terrible price. Lux has been killed, and their fate severed. As such, Lux can never return to the Conflux. So the player Soul, will be sitting in here with us, but will be unable to interact until their new character is introduced. So, that being said, let's go ahead and pick right back up where we left off at the conclusion of the battle. Let's see. Get all that in there. I really hope the fans aren't too bad.
They're fine.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
bad here on our side.
Don't worry.
Alright, well, let us begin. Let me throw a little music out there. A little music. Let's do...
We're going through the elevator.
Alright. And as you were.
Right, we need to get inside. Someone want to bring Marikar inside?
I'll be carrying him, if I can.
Right,
Well, I threw a,
I'll skin one of you guys stream.
I wrapped him in a bed sheet already, or in my bedroll. So that, we're not just carrying a dead body around. So, I bring him up to you, Big, and I go, Eddie, looks like you didn't make it.
Camera's jumping, by the way, Nikki.
Yeah, can one of you stream it for me? I can't see anything. I've already refreshed 3 times.
Arcadum, did you say that Lux's body is just kind of crumbled at this point?
The body's still there, but
Is it intact enough that I can carry him inside?
yeah.
Alright, then Sashiv will pick up Lux.
Look around the courtyard and see what people are reacting to this whole situation.
So, around you in the courtyard, there are a few people pointing and, their faces are models of fear. They're keeping their distance. There is no technical police force in this area, except by the one produced by the Warden, who at this point has not been summoned in time as the battle has just happened. But you know that if word reaches him, then guards will be sent here. But those guards will not be of any interest of keeping peace, but perhaps something else. So you're going to have to decide what to do about that specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, people are just kind of looking and they're scared, concerned. They did just see somebody get shot, and then somebody disappear. A creature just teleport out.
Yeah.
Not a good time.
Do we all head inside?
I
I will not.
Do you intend to do it on Yik?
Can't carry the body.
Yeah, no, I can't. I don't have the I can't move.
Somebody here. I got it.
Okay.
Are you guys going inside?
Yep, we're all just going in the building.
Yeah.
please bring us to
There you
the
go.
building.
Oh,
So, how's the damage looking in here?
You were able to prevent, like, nearly all of it. I mean, some parts of the observatory are scorched, but no real damage has happened. Things could have certainly
clear
been
is-
much worse.
I'll clear the papers off of the table here, and I'll be like, bring the bodies up here.
All right.
Places gently, blushes cutely.
I hate to say this, but we may need to take as much as we can and leave. If that, whatever that thing was, if it found us here, it could easily come back. And with the commotion outside, I don't even want to know what happens if other people start to interfere.
It's sad, but I think you're right.
I think our best chance right now is we take as much as we can, gather as many of Marikar's notes as we can find, and then retreat to the only place that we know is with a friendly face on the other side. Mr. Goodfield's may be our only chance for getting some reprieve.
We're gonna do with them.
Taking them with us.
At least for now. That's probably all we can do. I'm certainly not leaving at least one of them here. Looks at Lux.
Eve, I agree with you. I think it would be best if we left, but we need to rest.
Do you think we even have the time?
I don't think we have a choice. Look at you. You're about to fall over. Again.
I think we could use some rest. But in the meantime, just me too.
Was the door, like the entrance to the observatory, was it like blown off its hinges, or was it just like
It was
forcibly
kicked in.
shoved up?
It was kicked
Okay,
in.
so-
You could reinforce it if you wanted to, or close it, but I mean, it was weakened because it was kicked in.
Alright. Yig, help me if we're going to hunker down here for a little while, help me reinforce the door.
He'll just get up, just head down with her.
Could we
Okay,
try and
so here we need to discuss what your plan is before we start committing time to it.
Okay.
So, what is it that your party wants to do? Like, what's your next course of action? Think in terms of hours.
We're gathering stuff from here, and we're just gonna.
Let me help you out. So you can reinforcing the door and stuff like that. That takes time. Gathering up, the archives, the contents of the archives. That's going to take time, and that has many different degrees of how much you want to gather and how you're going to carry it, and stuff like that. You could obviously perhaps rent a carriage in town as an example, but that would take time and that would take resources. If you want to go back down to Mr. Goodfield's, that's fine, but you're going to have to carry the stuff that you want to take. Basically what I'm getting at, and also you're in need of a long rest, so I need to know what you're going to do step by step because the world continues to move without you.
True. If that's the case, then guys, my thought process is gathering, we can close the door and maybe just move, the dressers that are next to it in front of it. We don't have to reinforce it heavily, just make sure it stays closed. And then we focus on gathering things. We gather as much as we can, especially whatever Marikar was working on before we got jumped. Or before he got scared out a window.
Sounds sensible.
And I don't think that it's worth... I think it's worth the time to invest, getting things here. I don't think it's worth time investing in sleeping here or resting here. We are not safe. And if we take a long rest, we'd be boxed in here. If we go to Mr. Goodfield's, there's less of a chance for that, but it's still there. That's just my thought process, but...
Arcadum, what time of day is it?
Late morning.
Is there anything we should prioritize here? I can still ritual cast, I can do detect magic, see if there's anything worthwhile we might be able to take with us. Just on our backs, but...
on the index or something?
It's very true, Marikar would have made notes on it upstairs. If someone wants to go upstairs and...
That's why I said I was going to look at whatever held I was going to look through his notes and see whatever he was working on while we were talking downstairs. Because he wouldn't have just been sitting on his ass, he would have been writing something down, making a plan, trying to log it. Something.
Oh, there's a lot of research up there. I don't even know where we're going to start with that. It'll probably take the majority of our day to sort through it and pick out the stuff that we want to carry with.
Well, we know that at least one table was filled with the star charts that he had, so those would probably be a good thing, since most of those were like mapped sets, and then he had a lot of information on his other desk, so...
But what we're going to do first is that we're going to barricade shit up.
But then we'd have to unbarricade to leave. That's why I'm saying a light blockage just to keep the door shut is probably the fastest thing we could do, and then we just start getting as much as we can for materials. Maybe have Yig.
We're going to be here for a couple of hours, so...
We can leave through the window if we need to. There's already one broken open by Lux.
Yeah, there's a rope out that window at least.
Yep. There's one on the second floor where there's a rope out. Yeah, that's what we'll leave from, so let's barricade up stuff first, and then we will...
How many conveniently placed drawers can I place in front of this?
So is that the consensus then? We're blocking and then we're searching.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Are we searching the house itself and Marikar's stuff?
Well, this is all Marikar's stuff, so I assume so.
Marikar's research.
Yeah,
I thought we were just getting the research.
First.
There's like...
Okay.
I'm assuming we shouldn't just be grabbing random things that this guy was writing.
Whatever we can use.
Yeah, we can divide and conquer here. One of the things I'd probably be wanting to do is see what Lux has on him, as well as what's on Marikar's body. Because no doubt he does live here, did live here. Teenage keys, some...
Right now?
Alright, so it sounds like you're going to reinforce with your time use, and you're going to loot his body. Okay. So, how much reinforcement do you want to do?
Probably about, 2 shelves. That's it.
Let me give you some options. So, would you like to do light, medium, or heavy reinforcement?
Light be good here. I'd probably just go light.
Light?
Yeah, light reinforcement.
Light's gonna be 30 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you'll spend the rest of that time, let's see. You want to loot his body.
I thought that would be gathering
research. It a little bit nicer.
I'd be doing it while they're barricading, if possible.
Yeah, I'm just writing it down. Mm-hmm. So, I'm going to loot Marikar's body and Lux's body, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Boot
No,
Marigar,
you're gonna gather it.
and okay, cool. Alright, that's your first 30 minutes. Marigar has on him a journal. He has a golden chain and a silver key.
We'll take both of them.
I will take the journal.
Point.
If you don't mind, Chrotus, I'll take the journal.
By all means, go ahead. It's not like he's going to be needing it. By the way, gold chain with a silver key. If you see anything that looks like this key might fit the lock, you know where to get the key now. And I'm doing that. I'd probably take 10 minutes and ritual cast attack magic. Shit, it's only showing cantrips for me. Can you ritual cast if you only if you have no spell slots left?
I think so.
Not giving me the option. It's only showing guidance, thaumaturgy, and Toll the Dead.
Oh, it's whatever. So 10 minutes casting detect magic. Got it.
Okay.
Okay. What else you got? 30 minutes have passed.
That should hold for now.
Gather research.
Let's investigate the study.
Okay, so here's no need to actually move there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because of the teleport stuff.
I mean, it's just going to change the camera, and you really don't need to do it. So, here's...
I imagine there is a lot of various different things to be looking up there.
Oh, I'm almost certain.
Oh. What are the top 3 things that we want to look for, guys?
Research, like
Recent,
on the
anything
index.
that's new. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I keep stepping on you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to say that I feel like we should probably be prioritizing like what's on the index or what he wrote about the index.
Okay. So, you want to gather his research notes, and you obviously want to gather specific research. So here's the thing. How thoroughly do you want to search? And in addition to that, how much do you want to take? The reason I'm asking you this specifically is because how are you going to carry it?
It's a fair point.
There's a chest up there. Was holding our payment. Maybe we could use that to carry it.
Yeah.
You can use a chest to carry it, but you're still carrying a chest.
We're not going to go too far. We're going to go to Mr. Goodfeet, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm fine using the chest.
So you want to gather the surface level of the research, or do you want to spend your time looking? The difference there is a difference of about an hour.
We definitely want to grab... Oh, sorry. I'd say we definitely want to grab what's on the surface first, which was what he showed us when we were investigating the index, like the Iron Prime, the map, the star chart that he had. That's pretty much a guarantee.
That's too much specification, because you're going to have to actually use that time to look for it. You see what I mean? Like, you can't just say, I'm going to grab all the things that we need. That's part of the challenge, and you have to literally find them.
Oh, I thought he just had them on the table because he was showing them to us as we were looking at the index.
They're spread everywhere, and you don't know, like, he's not an organized person. You don't know, what it is. Like, you had, like, a couple of minutes to stand in that room. You're trying to rush out. I mean, you could just grab everything and not care about the specific stuff, but that's a different challenge. So, my question is, do you want to be accurate or fast? Because you can't be both.
Accuracy.
Alright, so that sounds like an hour and a half to me then.
No problem.
While they're doing that, is there anything that sort of pops off with detect magic?
If there is, I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'm aware that you have it. Let's see. Hold on, because I have to do rolls now. So, 2 hours. Passing. For the first hour, let's see if luck's on your side. It's not. Okay, so that means... Okay. Well, since I was waiting to hear it and nobody said it, so that means none of you are on watch. So I'm gonna roll your base.
I did ask Gig if he could watch the door.
Asking is not the same thing as doing.
Oh, well, can I do that, or is it just too late? Because I have no reason to be saying no to any of this.
Okay, I'll let it slide, but just say what you're doing. If somebody asks you, I'm not going to take that as you doing it.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Okay.
Just drop a perception for me.
Okay.
Bad roll anyway. Okay, so I'll do base rolls for everyone else. See if it's on your side. Okay, there is a commotion outside. Since you're watching, you will notice, although not with a lot of time, that there are guards beginning to approach the observatory. This is in the middle of the first hour. You have not accurately gathered all of the research material yet. What would you like to do as a party?
I'm just gonna yell to the upstairs that,
They're here.
Try to keep things notified.
Yep, you let them know. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
As a group.
If they're already on top of us, we may as well just cut our losses.
Yeah.
Out the window? See if we can blaze them on the way to good fields.
That's the hope.
I'm fine with fighting. How many are there?
How many do I see?
Perception check.
Okay.
You don't know.
And that was lower than the last. Amazing.
You don't know how many.
It's not clear. We should probably leave.
I'm in no state to fight.
Damn it.
I did use a channel order, everyone, earlier, so if you recover after hit points, if you can.
We have full hit points. He did use channel order earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sashiv and Yig.
So that just puts us at half, then?
You recover half your missing hit points.
Half what's missing.
Awesome.
I was in 30 feet at the time, too, because I saw you did it.
Oh, he would have done it. He would have done it when everybody's there. I'm not going to be that much of an asshole. Although you should probably talk about it instead of just hitting the button.
Will do.
Do you guys think I want to get as much as we can, but do you think we can handle it?
I mean, I can hold them off if you want.
We can't.
Yeah, I just don't see it. I think we should cut our losses. We've got at least something, and it just seems like it'd be better if we just went.
Yeah, I know you hate retreating, but I think this is the one time where we have to.
I don't want to leave either, but do we really have a choice, guys? We got 2 bodies and an entire chest to take.
Well, like half a chest.
Yeah.
That's a chest to take.
Something.
We don't have to take the bodies necessarily.
Assuming that I'm upstairs, I'm just gonna take the bodies, I'm gonna throw them over my shoulder, and I'm just gonna, like, you know, if we're all leaving, then I'm just gonna start climbing down the window.
I
Okay.
guess we're leaving.
All right. Roll me investigation checks to see how efficient your gathering of the information was.
Everybody?
Everybody except Yig, since he was on watch.
I was looking for that shit.
At least Calvin's on the ball today.
Yeah.
I wanted to look through the stuff, but I guess the guards are on the way.
Half of us can roll past a
I don't
10.
think we can fucking talk our way out of this.
So Calvin will gather whatever relevant materials he's able to find. It's good, but it's not nearly comprehensive enough. So if you choose to leave, it's time to leave. What's it going to be?
We should leave.
Yeah.
I want to stay, but I think I'm outvoted right now.
Chrotus?
I think we have to leave.
Leave it is. All right. In that case, make me stealth checks.
Just on the way out, is there anything that, anything shiny?
Nope.
Oh,
Here we go.
No free shit. Gotta spend time looking for it.
Hopefully this is a good roll. Hopefully.
I'm wearing scale mail, so that's a disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
damn, yeah.
Do I need to roll again, or?
If you have heavy armor, yeah.
Okay. Hopefully this is a good roll. Okay, 11. Never mind.
Okay. Party average is high. So everybody rubs up to the rope, grabs their fallen comrades, grabs half of a chest, and tries to climb down the rope stealthily. All right, Yig, make me an athletics check to carry your the two corpses.
Gotcha.
That's enough. Who's carrying the chest?
I got it.
Athletics check.
It won't let me click athletics because the map's loading.
Oh. Okay.
So that's for
But it's a d20 plus 7, so I'll just do it in the thing.
All right, sounds good.
D20 plus 7.
Oh my god!
Oh
Okay.
my
You're
god.
kidding me.
All right.
Man.
Unfortunately, that is not enough. Sashiv will slip trying to climb down the rope and will fall, making a loud crashing noise as she hits the pavement. The chest explodes open and the research papers go out all over the street. One moment, please. Okay. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna try
Grab
and
the
pick
shit.
the papers up.
So your guys are staying to pick up the papers. Okay. Let's see.
Can I try and distract him with thaumaturgy?
Distract who?
Sure, shit.
That's a good point.
Okay. All right. The party gathers up the material. I'll roll, see if the chest made it. Make sure it's not broken. I'll give you... That chest's pretty solid. 70 or lower, the chest makes it. Okay, chest fine. Alright, you put the gathered materials back in the chest as quickly as you can. Pick up the chest to leave, and you can see, in the distance, there are Malice prison guards moving towards the observatory. There is about 3 of them.
Well,
And
what order
they
the
haven't
ouch
seen us
guys?
yet, right? They haven't seen us, right?
No, they've seen you.
Oh, well then, I'll just start running.
Just book it as far as we can. See if we can lose them.
Yes.
Yep, time to go.
Sounds good. Okay, well, since there's only 3 of them, they're not going to chase somebody who's a party that's outnumbered them. So you choose to escape. Okay. 20 investigation. Let's see. How much of a good roll can I give you on the research? Let's do... Let's do 30 or lower, you get the good stuff. Okay. 50 or lower, you get a decent amount. Okay. 70 or lower, you get something usable. Okay, something usable. I can work with that. Alright.
Yep.
Okay.
Can we load it in?
People still having loading in problems?
No, I finally loaded in.
I can't even see anything, man. Like,
I'm in.
Alright, take him to the sewers. To Mr. Goodfist. That's where you guys are going, right?
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Soap is ready to receive us.
you.
Lads, should we come back at night and try and lose more?
Provided there aren't guards on the watch after the commotion.
We can get some rest, and I can definitely help you with that.
Much appreciated.
I mean, I could try and distract the guards for you if you keep around, but I was really interested in the research that he had there. I wanted to know more. Wanted to grab some maps. Anything to tell us more about Conflux.
You guys loaded?
You didn't ask much about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm loaded, but I can't see the map.
Okay, well, as you approach, you can see the signs are up, and you stand on top of the Stroom, but he is not there, it seems.
It's our look. Seems he's not around.
Sweet hellfire.
Is there a rock I can toss down in there?
Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
Alright, toss a little work. You toss a little rock. Sploosh. Nothing seems to happen.
Does it look like there's been any change to the environment?
No. It's possible that he's just out.
He's probably.
After all,
Well,
they
he is-
travel through the trash gates.
He is a savvy businessman. Can't stay in one place for too long, I suppose. But this may be the only place that we can safely rest and look over what we were able to gather.
I agree.
Don't forget that area behind you, where all those nice sitting stools are.
Yeah, dude.
As much as I wouldn't want to betray his hospitality, I bet he'd forgive us in our current state.
We can.
Especially if you have the coin to spare.
We do.
Let's say we rest up here then.
Yig, the bodies.
Mhm.
If we're gonna carry them around, we're gonna need to cremate them. Can't be carrying them all around with us. They're too large.
Right. I'll
Just
keep
ignore me.
watch. Last thing we need is any of the Malice prison guards coming up behind us.
Good idea. So Sashiv wants to look at the research. What did you say, Yeg?
Nothing.
Okay. I want to cremate the bodies.
No.
Why?
Because no.
How are we going to carry them if we go around?
I'll carry them.
Do I hear anything while I'm on watch?
You don't think that's a real good idea? To be carrying all those around with you. Plus also you kind of look a little weird carrying dead bodies around. You have to go. Sorry.
If it makes you feel any better, perhaps we could even pay Mr. Goodfields to watch over them while we deal with what we must.
Okay.
We just have to think of what we can do now. We can worry about the other things later.
Okay.
Alright. So the party chooses to rest in Mr. Goodfield's lair. As such, 8-hour-long rest. Obviously, we're going to go through watches, but I will give you this time to discuss what has happened and what to do next. When you are ready to move time forward, please let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! This is the part where I start crying? This is the part where we start crying?
Probably.
Let's get somewhere safe first before we start getting all lovey-dovey with these emotions.
There is no place safe to go.
Then we'll make one.
I like the way you think, Chrotus. Lads, what are we gonna do next? We were gonna go with Marikar, but I think plans may need to be changed for that.
Well, considering he's dead and the index is gone, I'd say fulfilling that mission wouldn't exactly be possible right now.
We have a general idea of how long it would take for us to get to this angel, but we don't have the map anymore. We'd have to just do what we've done so far, look through anything that makes as little sense to us as possible. And that isn't exactly what one would call a sound strategy. But without Lux, I don't know how much we can get done here. I feel we may have already overstayed our stay in Sarkosia. We just made it to the surface not long ago.
I agree.
If there's anything we can make out from these documents that we were able to retrieve, then maybe... I don't know, maybe he can tell us something. But I don't want to overstay our welcome with Mr. Goodfields, as good-natured as he is. If he returns and finds us here, I'm sure he won't treat us poorly, but I don't want to stay more than the reprieve and perhaps a chance to browse his wares one last time before we venture off.
He's a businessman. He won't exactly deny the opportunity to earn some coin. I'm more concerned about anything that might follow. Forget, we're back in the sewers, and the Myconids were running from something. The Master. No telling how far he's spread since we left that village down below.
And they said
We
they were
know,
retreating
it's
to the sewers.
25%.
At the time, the index was out of date. No telling how far back that information actually goes. Could have been 25% a year ago, 25% 1,000 years ago, 3 days ago, or hell, given the way everything's going, it could be 3 years into the future that it's 25%. It is unreliable information. Can't take it to heart.
So, we've got unreliable information, no direction on where to go, and 2 dead bodies that we gotta carry around.
We need to hook her in. This could be a stag weekend.
Like, oh, it sounds like we're in a good position.
I'm back, buddy.
Welcome back.
Oh, lads. Who sent that person? And how did they know where we were?
Hells if I know. The only one who knows of us is the warden, but he's not, she'll scoff, competent enough to control something like that.
Maybe it wasn't going for us.
It's clear that its target was the Index. It took what it wanted and it left, like a coward.
Maybe it was...
It wasn't. It took more than just the Index.
It did.
True.
Why? Why did they want that Index? Was it because we were asking questions we weren't supposed to? How did it even know that we had the Index?
Still not even fully I don't fully understand what the Index is, but clearly its significance in housing information would warrant others not wanting others to know it. How it found us, I can't understand. But I don't think we can easily get, even if the guards go down, I don't think we can stay near the observatory anymore. It tried to burn the place down.
It'll be back. Most likely.
I think, while it may not be a concrete idea, or may not be a sound strategy, we may want to see what we were able to gather, see if it was worth all of that scrambling. If we can, maybe even go back for more, but I think our best bet is trying to interact with this angel. There's far too much about this continent that we don't understand. And more questions keep coming up, no matter how many that thing answered for us. It seems to only dig us deeper.
Like the legend of the Hydra. Cut off one head to appear. Every time we ask a question, 2 more are made. I want to go back too. I think we should go during the cover of night.
Alvin, you're the fastest of us.
Agreed.
I'd say we'll rest for now, and we'll, if nothing else, Yig and I can probably provide some cover or a distraction if there are any guards there to cause trouble. But if we can gain any more information before we leave Sarkosia, we'll be in a better state than we are now. Any state is probably better than we are now.
And we'll be continuing with the idea of going to the Angel.
We know that it's to the east, near a cliffside, but that's nowhere near enough information to go off of. But if it's anything like those strange facilities that we saw, then it should stick out like a sore thumb.
I would say it was underground.
Unless it's
not like in the underground, but like in the building.
Maybe it'd be noticed if it was in the sky.
If only we were lucky enough for that.
That's just more we can ponder, but I think in the meantime we need a rest. I'll take first watch. Let's get some shut-eye.
But before we go,
What?
Yig, I want to know, what are you thinking of? You've been quiet there. Where should we go?
I'm gonna take them to that angel.
Take Lux to the angel?
Yes.
Big, I know what you want to do, but I think we need to let go.
And let them die for nothing.
No, never. But they're only going to be weights around your neck. It is not something you should burden yourself with.
I could say that about this entire group. I could say that about you. I could say that about Sashiv. I could say that about Calvin. Oh, I could say that about Lux. Not barely.
Right, you're so confident that you're, playing the tragic antagonist. I can't even speak properly.
It's the protagonist.
Yeah, go ahead. Remember who's the one who saved your life.
Gentlemen, we can't be falling apart now. I agree with Yig. Leaving Lux behind us, just the thought leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but let's rest first. He's not going anywhere. We calm ourselves. When we rest, we can... I don't know. I was hoping that we could talk to Mr. Goodfields. Hopefully he comes back soon. I want to know if he heard anything from the Myconids since they were supposedly heading into the sewers to escape from the spread. But I don't see anything around that seems to have changed. If we're lucky, we'll be able to glean at least something of a time frame from when he returns. We're all riled up. We can't make a decision like this. We need to keep our heads as best we can.
Where is it? Are we all over there? I'm gonna be leaning on the wall here, all cool, just kind of looking down. Saying nothing.
Okay. I'd like to point out that I'm coolly leaning on the side here.
Too cool for school.
Alright. So you're on watches.
My shade.
Shall I move time forward then?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just a bit. Alright, let's do our watches.
Chrotus is first. I'll be
I'll
second.
just
Can I
be
guide
on
myself?
robots.
No, you get your shut-eye.
Guidance doesn't work on long time
Long
periods.
nights at the long walks at the beach.
Fair enough.
Alright, Chrotus first.
Perception?
I'll let you know what to roll. Wait, why am I rolling as Sashiv?
Sashiv, I didn't know
I'm
you were the
Sashiv.
knight.
Nice to meet you.
Alright, first watch, nothing seems to happen. Second watch is...
Aye. Hello? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're saying anything, Arcadum, we can't hear you.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Turning off all my fans.
Make sure your computer doesn't explode.
Anyone else's heart to stop whenever the music stopped?
Yeah, yeah.
I just saw that 26 and the music immediately stopped.
Jazz ceases.
Please.
I can't hold my breath for that long.
I can hold my breath for 2 minutes.
Gotta adjust the mic.
Nope.
Alrighty. While you're on your watch, Ig, make me a perception check.
Okay. The second verse saves the first. Oh, nice.
You overhear something while your allies rest, unconsciously recovering their wounds. You hear something moving near your allies.
I just pull out my sword and my shield. I turn on soul sight. What do I see?
Right. Moving to defend your allies from a perceived threat. You round the corner, and with your soul sight up, you see something you did not expect. Soul energy emanating within Lux. And then, all of a sudden, Lux's hands begin to twist and crack, the bones like splinters. The mouth seems to widen, snapping to its very edge of its tendons. Slowly, the corpse rises and looks directly at you. And it will speak.
It is fortuitous that a paladin is the first to see. The calculations were correct then.
Lay the fuck that down.
You speak to the shell that I speak through. Be assured, your comrade is no more. I understand the apparatus of using their corpse to speak to you can be unsettling, but it is unfortunately necessary.
And as the entity finishes saying that, Lux's neck will kind of snap to a 90-degree angle and turn to look at you. It almost gives you the idea of someone trying to operate a puppet without knowing what all the strings do.
Yeah.
Then the voice returns.
I'm gripping my sword.
The voice returns.
Understand this, mortal creature. You are meant no harm in this exchange. Rather, it is quite fortuitous.
Then get to the point.
Very well. Your friend's death is unique. For it is a death that we suspected would not happen for quite some time. And in and of its death, it means that the war is upon us. And you are the first to hear the truth.
What are you saying? What does this mean?
I will attempt to elaborate. Do you know where you are?
Sarkosia.
Ah, yes. But do you know where you truly are?
On the Conflux?
Yes. And do you know what that is?
A vessel.
It seems that you are more learned than believed. Good. It will make what is explained next easier to understand. You and all of your companions that I can sense, including the one whose corpse I speak to you through, are all malignant, meaning you are a disease, not of your own fault, placed upon the true marker of the world. The Taladoni and their hubris dare to believe that they can see the world in the way that they do. They are unwelcome, and those they attract to do so are victims. We seek to make the world right.
And how do you propose on doing that?
By killing them all, of course.
The Taladoni?
Indeed, any that still linger upon the Conflux. And then when they are killed, we shall save the ones that we can. Some of you are trapped within your vessels, and none but death can save you. But others, ones that are not binded to their vessels, may yet be returned to the bodies that were once there, or at the very least, to the life stream from which they belong. You are an unnatural, unsavory exception, not of your fault, but still yet you remain.
What do you mean when you say that?
There are beings mortal, beyond your comprehension and move just beyond sight. The best that I could explain is that there was a war that lasted through the end and beginning of creation. 5 times hence it had passed, before the prism was sealed, and as it has been sealed, those that were once captured within it were released. However, they were all of them deceived. The life stream caught them, but it was cut twain from the dream. 'Tis the work of Taladoni, and you awoke in a vessel that was not yours, a body foreign to you, trapped within a memory that is not your own, but that with each passing day becomes more and more your own. Yes, I sense you can feel it. Your identity mixing, your morals waxing, your desires directed.
As he says that, his breathing's going to get a little bit heavier. He's going to be like,
Where do you suggest that we start?
There are many things that yet must fall into place before Taladoni can be challenged, or their rebellious replacements. It is formidable, the Conflux. It is a vessel strong enough to hold back my kin. But everything has its limit. Would you like to know more?
he'll give like a slow nod.
Then take the hand of your comrade, and you will be shown.
What are you? Why did you...
Words would not be useful to describe, but I shall try. We are the first. We are the oldest. We are the masters of this world and every world in between. We are the Leviathans of the Great Sea. And we are displeased and have come to bargain.
I just take his hand, like I squeeze it. Not like it's more like a firm, extremely firm handshake.
Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. Give me just a second.
Oh boy. I'm loving it.
I'm fine with this floor. I like this floor.
Hey, Nikki. I'm gonna give you an image. Can you make it in the corner and make it fuck huge? That'd be great.
Amazing.
Fuck Huge. But what did Huge ever do to you?
Well, Huge is nice.
He was a sweet boy. How could you?
Huge is a good man. He's a good boy.
Oh, he's a good boy. He's good. Who's a good Leviathan?
You know who's a good boy?
You know who else?
They smell. I've only got so many brain cells.
Eating himbos like
I'm
dogs.
gonna waste them all.
I've been waiting for the first Fateless to get eaten.
Oh boy.
Let me know when you're ready, Nikki.
I can't. I don't know if I'll be able to look at it.
Don't worry, I'll post the image for you to see. So
Okay.
Awesome.
I just got to get it set up for chat and everybody else. Yes, that works. Let me just grab it and put it over here in the darkness.
Hello, my friend. It's been a while.
You come to talk
Do
again?
you want it bigger?
No, that's fine.
That's what he said.
I think that helps. Get ready to give vision when I say so. You'll hear the prompt. And if you can't see it, I'll post it. Or actually, Nikki, post it whenever I say reveal it so that they can see it too. But
Okay.
that way we got all that shit covered. Okay.
It would be so awesome. It would be so cool.
All right. Ig, as you take the creature's hand, or Lux's hand, you will suddenly feel heavy. Like a great weight is pressing down upon you. And then it kind of presses in from all sides. Your vision starts to fade in and out, in and out. And when your vision finally clears, you see that you are underwater. A great, infinite deep all around you. The light fading from above, barely reaching to where you are. Down below you see naught but darkness.
Can I still breathe?
All around you you see naught but darkness. In a panic, you move to hold your breath, but realize that breath is easy for you. The water does not drown you. You move slowly, suspended in a strange state. Fear begins to creep in as you feel you are being watched. And in the infinite abyss below, you see it. A movement of shadow and shape. And it
Show
grows
yourself.
and reveals itself, filling the entirety of your vision on the horizon. The width and size of the creature is beyond what you thought possible. Its face is like the city of Sarcosia itself, as the creature suspends itself, floating above you.
I stare into him.
Is it working? Can you make chat see it? Chat can't see it. There we go.
Holy shit.
Look at this.
Oh boy.
Holy oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's pretty cool.
That's a lovely maw you've got there.
Nice teeth.
Oh shit.
And then the creature will speak.
Now you know. We shall see.
The creature moves its enormous hand all around you. With one swipe of its claw, you can feel the world bend, reality buckle and twist. You see the ocean fall away into the stars themselves of the sky, disoriented. The stars are below you, and above you the second world, the world of the surface. You look around in a panicked fear as the great creature swims in front of your view once more.
We are the Leviathans. We feast. We take. We judge. Our purpose is as old as creation itself. It is one that is challenged by no one, save for death itself. Except there was one other who sought to challenge us, believing that we were secret to defeat the end of the world. And now Taladon has brought his filth to this world. We will not see his blasphemous actions barred against the nature of this world. Such a thing is unacceptable. We have already lost. We have already lost some to his pernicious will. We shall lose no other.
Of course. What do you want me to do?
I'm looking up at him and asking.
There is a task that we require. if completed, perhaps you would be worthy to champion our cause, to allow us to venture into the surface realm unabated. It is a simple task, but one that requires a great trial. We question if you have the strength.
Try me.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
There is but one way we may enter Conflux freely. For the vessel is disbarred from the dream. But there is one place it is not barred. The only way we may reach the Conflux is to place it within our realm. You must seek to sink the ship.
How do we do that?
The creature smiles, which is like several mountains being displayed in front of you.
There is a place far to the east in Conflux. A place I believe that they refer to as the Azure. There is a great hole filled with water. What they do not realize is that its true purpose is to drain the presence of our world away, yet be able to benefit from the waters. You must go there and enslay the guardian that holds it in check. And then you must simply reverse it.
Very simple. I hardly understand this place. I don't know how it works.
Simple. Yes, to kill and to move the device is simple, but great is its trial. They would not allow you to do so easily. And you cannot do it alone. We understand how you mortals hold yourselves in camaraderie. So we offer you this. If you and your companions do not agree to do what is bidden, we ask instead that you allow us to use this corpse. It will be useful to find others should you not suffice.
I won't get in your way.
He just gives at least if he can, he tries to give a respectful bow.
So be it. You should awaken. Your watch has ended.
Egg, you awaken.
Oh, nice. Just to be completely 100% sure, because I'm sure you'll probably say yes to this, but I do remember exactly everything that went on, right?
In horrifying detail, yes.
Okay.
You see that Lux is laid on the table, but not in the way that you had left him before.
That's... okay.
Alright, next watch.
That would be me.
Steve, wake up.
I'm awake.
All right, I'm gonna go turn all my fans on because it's instantly 10 degrees higher in here now. I'll be right back.
All good.
Fair enough.
Worth it.
You know,
Holy shit.
that was.
Yeah.
Oh. Now I know I'm going to be watching through this again. And again and again and again and again.
Yeah, that was intense as fuck, dude.
Oh my god.
Alright, we've unlocked the Titanic quest. Now we have to...
Now all I have to do is tell you guys about what happened.
Yeah.
Please no.
I'm not ready for that right now because it just fucking happened.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say anything. I mean, Sashiv wouldn't notice if you were making any different kind of expression anyway, due to your helmet, so she'd have no reason to question you.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Please continue.
Alright, then that is my watch.
Your watch comes to an end as no other rolls can be made from the presence of the Leviathan.
Oh, awesome. Then, last watch, I'll wake up Calvin.
Good morning.
You would be so
Night, I
kind.
guess.
I can't tell what time it is down here. Time to rest.
Indeed. Now
Also
sit up
just-
and start making breakfast.
He did say the ashes, right, though? The Leviathan.
The what?
The Leviathan one, like he said where I was supposed to be going, he said the ashes.
The Azure.
The Azure.
It's a reason. It's a region.
Okay.
We got the news.
Pour rations and I start preparing them for breakfast.
Your watch comes to an end, Calvin, as no other rolls can be made in the presence of the Leviathan.
Oh, there has.
Alright, so everybody starts to wake up.
Yeah.
Rest?
Yeah, everybody long rest.
Sashiv, could you pass, could you go fetch Chrotus?
Chrotus. Calvin's prepared some food for
7
us.
minutes. Fuck you, Grandma.
She'll raise an eyebrow at that.
Oh,
Disgusting!
Disgusting!
I'm not your grandmother, but Calvin has prepared breakfast if you want food.
I could eat.
As you walk in here, I'm just staring at the corpse of, like, Lux. Not in any particular way, just looking at him.
I don't say anything. Just made some food, hand it out to people, and there you go.
Thank you.
Oatmeal today.
Nice to enjoy a warm meal.
And one Chrotus. And one of the egg.
Pledged.
You may not want to eat next to the bodies, unless you get sick. I understand though.
He's just kind of he doesn't really respond. He's just kind of looking there. He's still trying to process exactly. He hasn't booted up yet. Just give him a second.
Ig is in
Chrotus
safe
seems
mode.
smart.
He's in
Yeah, dude.
safe mode.
Yeah, dude.
It's a safe.
Seems like they made the right call coming down here. While Mr. Goodfields is a savvy businessman, it seems that most people won't pry into his business if they know better. Maybe we just got lucky.
Nonsense looks the pointless thing. Horrible clutch. We made it down here because we fought like hell.
Aye. And we're not done fighting yet either. Moon's out. If we want to go back to the observatory and grab more information, we'll have to be doing it soon here.
While we still have some time, maybe we should look over what we were able to find. Narrow down what we should look for.
I agree, that's a great idea. So
Well,
turn
point.
around, go over to our chest, grab some papers, and throw them out on the table.
Here's a thought, can we read any of this? I mean, well, Marikar was a vessel. Maybe he knew how to write in common, but that's the hope at least.
He wrote it in Flux, which means you can read it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Alright, so
What did we get?
well,
Sorry.
you got stuff that's relevant to the index. I can go through all the different pieces of information that are recorded, plus some stuff you can extrapolate from. However, something more important has come up, and that is, as everyone's kind of seated around, Yig will receive... How would I explain this? It's not so much a vision as a feeling of dread that will kind of wash over him. And he'll kind of just see Lux's body stir slightly, but only so much that Yig can see it. The Leviathans are not patient.
Guys. We have to go to the Azure. Last night I had an encounter with... He proposed himself to be the Leviathan, and
Why?
he told me, he wanted us to let him in the Conflux, to find the... We have to go to the Azure.
Alvin will put his papers down, look up, and go, Leviathan, you say.
He will nod.
Alright, Calvin, you were a sailor on Calcatesh and a follower of Kahili, correct?
Correct.
This is one of the few times when your Traveler Soul's knowledge becomes relevant. How much do you actually know as a player?
What do I know as a player? Kahili is the goddess of chaos sailors and other things. I know that the Leviathans have been in this ocean. I did write that we had an encounter with one once in my past time.
Okay, well, so that tells me that you have enough knowledge to know that Kahili is guards mortals from the Leviathan's wrath, which is her primary duty as the goddess of the ocean. So you know that much.
Alright, so I'm definitely looking at Yig here and I'm going, Leviathan, you say.
He will nod again.
You know what those things do.
I don't know anything about you.
Do you know what they can do?
So far, all I saw them do was take over Lux's body. He spoke with me. I'm not sure if it was vision or actually there, but he brought me somewhere.
No. A little conflicted.
He says that he wants to stop the Taladoni.
One?
Going to the Azure will help us do that. And he says that we can't get the job done. Or if you don't agree to do it, we could at least make sure that Lux's body remains unharmed.
Spoke for you through Lux to do this.
He will not again.
And if we're not up to the task, then they will use him as a way to do it themselves.
Well, that's the thing. We need to bring them inside. Inside the Conflux.
That's right. If the gods can't get in, I can't imagine that a Leviathan would get in either. So, they want to come in here.
Yes.
I don't feel really comfortable about that. While I agree that it might be valuable to have such a powerful ally, an ally in the loose term, considering that they're against the Taladoni, and if you ask me, I don't want any business with those fuckers. But in order to fight them... I'm sorry, repeat that?
Then why are you saying no?
Kahili protected us against the Leviathans. And if we let them into Conflux, she can't protect us against them now. What would they do, given that kind of power? What did they want to do in Conflux? They wanted to stop the Taladoni, but why? Yes, did they tell you?
So we
How?
can pass on. None of you are supposed to be here.
They want to help us pass on.
This sounds like genocide.
I agree with Chrotus. How? Did he tell you anything about that?
Shit.
Doing Arcadum.
I couldn't hear. Fuck.
I wasn't. I don't remember, at least. I don't think.
That's fair. I imagine getting in face to face with one of those guys is probably not the best of scenarios to be remembering things.
He says we were to go to the Asia. Where is that?
I wanted to look for a map when we went back to the observatory. Maybe we could find one over there. We could look on the globe too, see if it's got it marked out.
Not a bad idea.
Agreed.
Did say to sink the Conflux, though. There's at least something else I could remember.
Stink?
Oh, I think.
Like
I
that.
know. Fucking Christ.
I'm having.
Think it's like a fucking ship?
Yes.
Oh,
If you
God.
haven't learned, that is what this is. You're on a ship and a vessel.
Do you want to help this thing drown every single creature, alive, dead, whatever the fuck is going on? Just drown them? You fucking nuts. Answer me, goddammit.
He just grabs Lux and leaves the room. Can't see anything. Just have me on the bridge or something. Put me in like the sewer tunnel.
I yell after him. Card!
I just ignore him.
Okay, what do the rest of you do?
So we already looked over the notes, right?
Alright, so the notes are going to reveal to you what you've already known about the index. Basically, you have that as like physical now. It reveals to you the location of the angel that was spoken of. That's to the western cliffs. There's a couple other notes that the index is believed to be one of many. It's not the only index. There are probably other places that you could find them. At least that's what's suspected. You didn't get a lot about the Iron Primes. There is one particular thing that Marikar noted as a cartographer, and that is the index seemed to constantly kind of orient itself on an axis that would suggest that there is a central direction that the indexes would share. So there's a center of the map that it uses for its information. Perhaps this could be some sort of reliquary of knowledge. That would be in the center of Conflux.
What direction to that point in reference to Sarcosia? Is that written?
Sarcosia is on the western side of this directional setup, so it would be to the east. How far, you don't know.
Looks like we have yet another branch in decision here. Many things lie to the east that are necessary, an angel to the west, and yet we don't have any kind of specifics.
1 second, please. I'm having headphone dribbles.
All good.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
So, it's just nothing. If we at least had a full map of this area, or the regions themselves, we'd at least be able to narrow down better, at least our travel. I'd say we stick with Plan A. We leave the corpses here, and a note for Mr. Goodfield should he come home and find them in his abode. And we see if there's anything else we can salvage from the observatory. And then we make out of Sarcosia.
I am in agreement. I don't think I want to work with the Leviathan. I don't trust it without, the goddess are in.
Well, in the same regard, why does the Leviathan want us to sink this continent? Horn quotes.
So it can let Taladoni.
So clearly they can't do it without us doing this. Something is preventing them from getting in. Perhaps the same can be said for your goddess. If they can get in, your goddess could probably prevent wider spread catastrophe.
If you could get her in, that should be helpful. I think that would be probably the best.
This is all depending on if we're able to succeed in whatever it is they want us to do.
I don't think they would be too friendly, though, to be working with Kahili.
Oh, I don't think they'd be working with them. Kahili would be our only countermeasure in case things got, or will get, beyond our scope of assistance. But if we are to get any ground on this, we still need more information. This is just not enough. And yet it still seems like more than any one person should know about this. It kicks the ground, whatever the hell we're on. Let me speak with Yig for a moment. Gather up those papers, if you would. If anything, we don't want Mr. Goodfields knowing anything that he might not need to know. As nice as he is, I'd rather not add another accessory to what we're doing.
Considering all those that come with this day.
Do I still see the soul energy inside of Lux when I'm looking at him? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yig, a moment, if you would.
What?
I understand your anger. I can't say that I feel the same that you do, but I understand that you're just trying to do what needs to be done. Everything that we've been given as information has either been single set or it's been too vast for us to understand, but we can definitely find something if we are able to get more information. I don't say I trust the Leviathans, but this is still one of the only things we have that's given us direct course. And I don't want to leave Lux in the hands of someone else. So I think that it would be best if we dealt with this. I understand that the others may not think the same, but we can gather information at the very least. We don't have to help the Leviathans. But we can still make things right in our own way. And that can always change. Let's focus on the plan we had before. Let's gather what we can. It seems like
You mean the plan that keeps changing every step that we take? This is the only sure path that I know that we have. I'm tired of walking in a different direction every single time I look to do something. I promised something to the Myconids. I can't even do that. I promised something to the prison. I can't even do that. If the only way I can help and save everybody is by killing them all with this, if that is what he plans to do, to set everyone free, then what else am I supposed to expect from this? What do you want? What am I expected to do? Fight a god?
If it comes to it. I agree that we should stick with the course that actually has merit, has backing to it. But the only thing that we can do is try. The thing we can do that'll be the most efficient is we have to stay together. I don't think you're running off. I just want you to know what was on my mind. I say we leave Lux and Marikar and gather more information from the observatory before things get worse on the surface. We can't stay in Zarkozia, so our options are west or east, the Angel or the Leviathans. And so far, most of our issues seems to lie to the east. Things that we can ascertain from the notes, from what we've seen. It all seems to, most of it seems to at least lead in one direction. I say we follow it and find what's there. Take your time, but we shouldn't dawdle too long. We only have the cover of night for so long.
How did it go?
As fervent as ever.
Well, I just hope I don't have to take my solution.
We can't have ourselves falling apart over. Well, these are no small incidents.
Agreed.
At the very least, Leviathan pointed us in the direction of things we can learn, and Marikar's notes point in the same direction. We're bound to learn something. Maybe even another way to convert to. Maybe we can even find a way to regain connection to Kahili before the Leviathans. That would give us some time. But who knows? Everything is... We're leaving it all to chance again, aren't we?
Always have.
Not much we can do else.
Well, if you've gotten the documents backed up, then let's leave a quick note for Mr. Goodfields, and let's... We can't tarry any longer.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry to do this, but I have an emergency. I gotta go.
Okay.
Well,
I just
understand.
Yeah, I mean, we got through the decisions that I needed you guys to kind of collaborate on, so if you guys could tell me where you're going to go next, that'd be great. I'm so sorry I have to do this, but something just came up and I got to go deal with it.
It's life, man. Don't worry about it.
Fine.
Thank you guys so
The
much.
observatory?
I mean, I'm sorry. It's just like out of character. So some of the things that you said kind of went not over my head, but like I didn't understand. I didn't exactly understand exactly what he said. Like
It'll take a while to sink in.
That's fine. I'm sorry. I just have to go. I'm so sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll see you
That's
guys.
We're going to the Angel right after we go to the observatory and loot it some more.
What?
All right, just
Isn't that the plan?
type it up to me in the Discord. I gotta go now though. I'll see you guys.
Okay.